Guys, it's your boy Izumi. We're gonna be making a quick little video. This is not gonna be like a comprehensive guide or anything into Star Saver or anything, but some people on this website, Tychara, has done like a beginner guide. We're gonna skim through it, and we're also gonna give my little personal 2 cents, since I did play the JP version, not the original KR version, but the JP version. I played for about, give or take, 2 or 3 weeks. So they were very hard on actually cracking down on the VPN and stuff like that. So that's the only reason I dropped it, because if not, I would have continued playing, since I do understand the Japanese language and I study it as well. So it wasn't really about the language for me. It was just that they cracked down on VPNs a lot. So I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna leave it, because I know they're gonna release it global. And they did. This game is very high quality. I'm actually very excited to play this game and actually cover this game on the channel. So make sure if you do like gacha gaming, gacha drama, gacha news, whatever it is, make sure you do stay tuned to the channel. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate any support. But let's get right into the video, ladies and gentlemen. The one thing about this game is that I really learned very quickly is that this character Lacey is really a must-have, and even this website as well says it. She basically does everything in the game. Her third skill is mostly used for basically doing damage, if I remember correctly. I don't think she has stacks or anything, but she gets like an attack boost on her third skill, especially if you crit and stuff like that. Her second skill, I think it's like a waterfall that actually gives her like a speed up buff. So she has healing in her kit, I think, from her third skill as well. She does everything, like it says right here. She does a hybrid healer, DPS tank. She's a bulky unit. She could do damage. She can even throw in some heals. She's obviously not going to be like the best healer in the game, and she's not going to be the best DPS in the game. She's not going to be the best tank in the game, but the fact that she could do all three of that, that's definitely a character that you're going to want to jump into. There's also a selector. Now, this is not confirmed for global, but this is definitely something that they were giving out in the JP version. I do remember that you can pick your character. I forgot. I think they did this because the game was having a lot of problems when it released and stuff like that in the KR server. I think they just gave one of these out in general. I'm not sure, but I remember there was missions in the JP version that you can get like a light or dark character, which Lacey is a dark character. Now, light and dark characters are different in this game. They're kind of like pilgrims, or if you play Epic 7, like light and dark moonlight characters over there. They're not going to be in the standard pool. From what I remember, I don't know if, I think they are in the standard pool. Let me not say it like that. They are in the standard pool, but they're at a different rate than the actual normal characters. They're very more rare characters. So basically, let me see. I think they do talk about it here as well. They're like pilgrims, so basically you're gonna get them in the gacha at a different rate than your actual characters, like your normal characters, which the standard characters in this game are pretty good, to be honest. Though most of the characters in this game are pretty good. I didn't see like a huge like power gap, but I'm sure there is characters that are better. My one thing that you're gonna want to do is if you can reroll, because you could probably get Lacey in the standard manner, but it's gonna take you a lot of rerolls and it's gonna take you a lot of time. So if you really are like a reroll god, I would recommend you doing that, because she's gonna take you very, very far in progression, guys. So excuse me. There is also an SS rank. You could see here Bunny Girl Charlotte, Bunny Girl Claire. Now these are rumored to be the first banner of global. Now this happens, I think this was the first banner in JP. Like I said, I played, but it's been months, so and I play so much gachas at this point, it was a blur to me, but I think these were the 2 first ones. There is 2, they're both single target, and I know Claire for sure. I had Claire on my account. She's very, very good. She's like a crit damage character. She gets free crit rate in her kit. Definitely, I will say these 2 characters, if they are the first banner, we're gonna have to wait for confirmation, like I said, but I will be covering their live stream that they did say they were going to do before the game releases. These 2 characters are definitely must-haves if you want to get one or the other. Priority list, T0, basically all 3 of these characters, and then T1, Petra was very good. Muriel as well. I'm not like a lowly enjoyer, like, let me not say that, but Muriel really vibed with the character. Emily. Now basically it just tells you shit you're gonna want to know about, like just grinding the game. You're gonna want to go into the story mode. Obviously you're gonna want to push out levels. You're gonna want to push out content. Basically just grind the story. For me, there is a story mode, and I didn't get to enjoy it as much as I want to, because at the time I do still study Japanese and stuff like that, but I wasn't so fluent that, it's been like around 6-7 months. I've gotten way better. I probably would have enjoyed the story more. But yeah, like I said, the story is probably gonna be really good, so I will say enjoy the story. Don't skip through it, and give it a chance at least. And if you don't like it, then you can skip through it. But you know, at least give it a chance. So now, like I said, you could choose. There is like a light and dark selector. I don't know how they're gonna release this stuff. Like I said, some of this stuff was like presents for basically their mishaps on their selective server and stuff like that. The KR release had a very rough start, and I do hope they do iron all that issues out when it comes to global, at least. So there is also kind of like strategy before you even get into the battle. There's like the first rows. You got your front rows and your back rows. Obviously you're going to want your tanks in the front to shield up damage and stuff like that, and also the healers, because a lot of healers in this game are very tanky, so they can sponge up damage. And then the damage dealers in the back, obviously, and the debuffers as well, because they are mostly frail in this game. Targeters, if there is a defender party, there's a high possibility they will be attacked first, obviously. Also raising too much. This is simple gacha stuff. Like if you played one gacha like other time, like Honkai Star or whatever it is, other turn-based gachas, you're gonna know what to do, especially in these. This game also has PvP as well, which we'll not get into in this video, but maybe in another video. You're gonna want like 2 teams on this game. There is like an end game mode that requires 2 teams, so you're gonna want to jump in on that. I didn't get too much into end game because I didn't get to play the game as much as I really wanted to, but for sure on global we're gonna lock in. You're gonna they got AoE dealers, single DPS, debuff, tankers, healers, all types of stuff. So basically there's a lot of strategy before you even get into the battle, team building and stuff like that. These are like the end game bosses. This game has basically, to grind resources and materials for the game, you're gonna want specific teams that can actually get you through. If you played Epic 7, is very similar to that, like Wyvern and stuff like that. So definitely you're gonna want to build multiple teams, at least for like not mono element teams, but it's going to be different set teams for like your main DPS is going to want to be a good element against that specific boss as well. There's a leveling up system, obviously, especially there is another system that I'm going to get more into, especially when the game comes out, so we can give you like more English translations on actual kind of like a Uma Musume system. That really is getting to me. It's like an affection system basically. That one is very like catering to me, because I really like systems like that, and that's one of my favorite things about Uma Musume. And I'm sure it's you basically level up your girls on a more personal level and stuff like that. It's not like just like your typical affinity system in gacha. This system actually dives more deep into the actual affection and affinity rank with the system and stuff like that. Basically that's what you're going to want to know. You're going to want to go in there, you're going to want to grind. You're going to want to know the good characters that you will reroll. Obviously if you're not like a meta slave or anything like that, you're just going to want to play the game and do all this stuff and do your story and stuff like that. But if you're a meta slave, basically all these 3 characters you're definitely going to want to jump into. Maybe we'll do like a more in-depth video breaking down their kits and stuff like that. This is more just giving you like a rundown of the basics and stuff like that, especially with this website. Shout out to Taichara as well. Just giving you like a more rundown on what you want to know, at least if you don't want like a whole breakdown on the whole what you should be doing in your first day and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely we'll be doing like a free-to-play guide and stuff like that. Also, one other things that you should know is the gacha system. This is always good to know for every gacha game that you play, to know the ins and out of your gacha that you're playing, just so you know. The base gacha rates for the Star Savior are pretty good. 4% at this, like I said at the beginning, they had a rough start with KR. I think they did change this, so I'm not very sure. 4% drop rate for SSR is actually really good. But like I said, the light and dark are different rate ups for those, because those are 2%, and these are like extra rare characters. And that character, the tier 0 one that I told you about, that character is dark character. So like I said, you're gonna want to if you're going to reroll for her, it's going to take you a while, so just know that for a fact. While you're rerolling, you're not going to be getting her anytime soon, but you definitely got to get really lucky to get her. Like I said, no pity or guaranteed unit at all. Each pull you do gives you 1 mileage. There's a 200 mileage system, so this is very similar to like Counterside if you ever played that game. Mileage does not expire, and you could save for any bandage. So this is one of the systems, kind of like Nikke. Basically, you would basically call this like a Nikke system. Even with the light and dark characters, it will be very similar to like Pilgrims and Nikke. And then also got your mileage, you can save up your gold tickets for any unit, especially I don't think they're from limited ones. I'm gonna have to wait and see. We're gonna have to wait and see for the limited ones if they come out with like limited characters. I'm not sure if they even came out with limited characters in their current version right now that they're out in Korea and stuff like that. whether you will be able to use your gold mileage. But Nikke does allow that stuff. Like, you could have your gold mileage and then summon for collab characters or limited characters. It doesn't really matter. So maybe it's going to be similar to that, which I have high hopes for. But the rates, the base rates are 4% and 2%, 1% for the rate up and stuff like that extra. So let me know what you guys think on this game. Other than that, guys, I hope you have a wonderful night wherever you stay. Peace out.